Firstly, I want to welcome you for responding to an emergency call about me. As you are aware, during the first State of Nations address of the President, he made a pronouncement to the people of Liberia and the world at large that he will strengthen and work with the National Identification Registry so that we will be able to provide data to all of the government agencies, including the National Elections Commission. We saw the President's pronouncement as a mandate for us to proceed in enrolling the entire population of this country, including foreign residents, legal foreign residents, in every aspect of life and in every institution. Mobilization and information dissemination is a major task. The registry has been existing for 10 years. If you look at the database, when I talk about we have less than 600,000 persons in 10 years. Up to present, in 1 year time, we were able to have 723,000 persons enrolled. And we felt that we needed information, basic information to our people. And mobilization have been the key aspect of the registry function. So, in our wisdom and the wisdom of the management, we felt that we need to improve that aspect and get somebody who is credible, capable, and have the ability to handle the mobilization aspect of the registry. Because, let us say earlier, once the President make a pronouncement, it is a mandate. And in that mandate, he was clear that we have to provide data to all government agencies, including the National Elections Commission. Meaning we have a major task to achieve before 2029 election. He was clear that some of the issues that border political parties, independent candidates, were voter registration. And he believed that the registry could help in that process, and the international community also believed in that. So we're now taking the kick-off to move in massive mobilization across the country. We believe that our people need to be informed so that they know the importance of the national identification card. Let me take you to the other country. If you were to leave from here and go to Ghana today, they call it the Ghana card. If you are a foreign resident, you got 90 days to get your Ghana card. And the cost is $160 US. In the absence of that, when you breach that set time, there's nothing you can do in Ghana. Nothing. Until that card is given up to you, because that is your number, unique number to identify you with. Other people prefer driver license as an identity. If you read the Act creating the National Identification Registry, the foundation registry is where you are. So to identify you and give you a unique number that is traceable and verifiable is from the registry. And our agenda to make sure in the period of 2 years, all Liberians have one number. But in essence, an individual will take up to 10 numbers. You go to driver license, they give you a number. You go to obtain your passport, they give you a number. You want work permit, they give you a number. So which number now they will identify you with? Which one? You have to have your national identity that all of the services will be attached to it. So if you went somewhere and say, look, I am David Brown, that's where the verification comes in. They have to make sure whether you are the David Brown you're talking about. You can have two persons got two names. I'm Peter Paul. This man is Peter Paul. What distinguishes you is the number. And there's no way that number can be duplicated. Even if you pass, that number have to be deleted from the system. It cannot be given to any other person. So it's very much important. It helps the government in many ways. Taxation, national security, development strategy. You must know the people you are dealing with. In this country, all of the foreign residents you find here, and one key issue we're trying to deal with after this launch of the ID day. People come in the country and get rushed for work permit. Who are you asking for? Your first thing, you must be fully identified. Who are you? And traceable. The issue of work permit is what you want to do to earn living, but the government must be able to account for you. So you find the other way. Somebody, alien come here, the only interest they have, they want work permit. But immediately after this program, we intend to create the compliance office for the registry that will go from ministry to ministry, agency to agency, private company, shops, to make sure whether you are in compliance. There's some of the situations you have here. Some people come here when you have difficulty. I need my car tomorrow. You can behave in that manner and form. So have a compliance department that will visit all of the agencies, all of the companies, and making sure that you are factored in a database. Publicity is much more important because before you adhere to a law, that law must be publicized so that you'll be served a notice. So with what we are rolling on now is a notice to all Liberians and foreign residents that it's about time that you move to the registry and obtain your number that you will be traced by. So that's why that was lacking, and we're trying to put everything together and make sure so that hopefully by in the period of 2 years we'll have up to the 5.6 million persons from the latest report. We are not dealing with babies working with the Ministry of Health. So we have deployed people at other hospitals. Cali, we have a team there that after birth, we have to give you a number. That number at the age of 6 will be able to do your fingerprint. But that number becomes your left-hand number. The day of your birth, we serve you the number, it becomes your left-hand number until infinity. So we think that Liberians and other foreign residents in this country need to be informed of the activity of the registry so that they will take advantage. Because we will inform national government. Thank God the president has made that policy statement, which is in the act. It's compulsory. All Liberians. You don't have to have issue before you come here. It's your duty to have your identity that you are a Liberian citizen. The one with a driver license is showing that you are a driver. That driving your vehicle in the street. The one from here tells you who you are, that you are a Liberian citizen or a foreign resident. There are other benefits that Liberians are supposed to have. But up to then it's difficult. Look at the Liberian business that have been set aside. How do you identify Liberians to benefit from that business? So you find foreigner and other people benefiting from that because you fail to come and obtain your legal identity. So the aspects of mobilization will not be overlooked by us. We're now working with international partners. We are hoping that from now to December, of which we are ready, the PPCC want a private private-public partnership. We believe that government do not have the kind of money we need to achieve what we intend to do. When we did our roadmap, the total amount estimated was $37 million to enroll the host country. And we believe that it's a young government will not be able to raise that money. But we use the private partners of which we have engaged. A lot of them, we have visited them. The other day I was in Dubai on the same mission. I was in Ghana, Ethiopia, to see serious investors that will be able to invest in the process. And what we reached down to, we said, look, we follow the model in Ghana. What they're doing in Ghana is they issue the car free of charge, smart car, free of charge. And you will collect the data because it's the data the government needs. The people who are supposed to produce the data have less interest. The old lady in Bukong, well, she knows about data. But the data is more important to the government because the government will benefit from that. So our partners that we are discussing, we have agreed. We prepared to facilitate the mass enrollment in less than a year. We will recruit over 50,000, 60,000 persons to be in the field for the data. After that, we will use the e-verification platform to get our money back. How do they do it? There'll be a specific fee. That's why the legislator will get involved. There'll be a specific fee because to labor fee the responsibility of the legislature. So if we say 5 cents or 10 cents for verification, and that is set, the legislature will pass that for verification of every agency that's supposed to be verifying the customer, it will be 10 cents. So let's do it at a lower level. You got 5.6 million persons here. You put that in the data. Let's assume that on a daily basis, you have 600,000 persons verified in all of the counties. Not just in most of the other counties. And if you have 600,000 persons, multiply by 10 cents a day, the registry will raise 60,000 United States dollars. The investor will get a portion of that. The registry will get a portion of that. The government will get a portion of that as a revenue. So in the next 2-3 years, if we succeed in this, the NIR will be one of the major income revenue agencies in this country. It will contribute seriously to the government budget. This is what is done in other countries that had to succeed. But we have done our assessment. It is not possible that the entire population, besides the working class, can afford to pay $5. But once we make it free and use our e-verification platform, we'll raise millions of dollars. So I'm not just reaching 1 million, but let's just say 600,000 persons, which will be more because more than 1 million, 2 million, all of the foreign will be in the database. So if you have 1 million persons, by 10 cents a day time, you will know how much how much revenue the registry will raise. That's the only way we can succeed. It is not possible, absolutely not, that the entire population of this country are prepared to pay $5. Look at the disadvantaged youth. Can you ask them to pay money? They are citizens, you need the data. They also got income. How about in the hospital, there are some of the baby mothers that cannot afford. But the hospital also benefit from verification. In terms of drugs, you have to know the patient you are dealing with, right? The information of the patient, that information is factored in our database. So if you're leaving from here, let's assume that I come in this country, I want to go take my passport. And I went to foreign affairs, I don't need them to question me. The information from my data will be right there. They will just check the data. Once you call your name and they plug your age in, they will tell you exactly these are your information and say, so you have verifiable information. So you leaving from here, you go into any institution, your records are there. People go to America and praise America. Nobody owes there. If you spoil your credit card, you can credit. It's not magic. It's the unique identification. So if you commit a crime here in Montserrat County and went to Basel, the only thing the people in Basel need to know is just send us your citizen card and you'll get all your information. So, and we have the support. The supports are up there. What happened here is that we gave the specimen of the card and we bring in the pre-printed cards. We provide the data on the cards. It's not possible when you bring in the pre-printed card for somebody to put different information. It will be plain. So here we place all the information there and factor it in our database. It is. But you will find, there's somebody who asked me to talk about, there are people who printed the cards in time here. It happened before. This is why we have the e-verification platform. Now, if you have fake cards in your hand, you go any institution to verify, it will be clearly stated that you are not the person. Because one person cannot use another person's number. We have had so many people from Lone Star, they want to go verify, and they got fake card, they send it back to us here. Before then, people used to sit somewhere and print their own cards. I think you heard that before. It's been post-stamped by the e-verification platform. So it's not possible for you to do it. What we intend to do is encourage all Liberians to come, because that way when we establish the compliance office, we state to the public clearly as to the punitive measure towards that. Instead of going anywhere to pick up any card, because this just not an ordinary ID card that you think that you can go to any studio for them to print. Even if you were lucky to take somebody's number, the e-verification platform will tell you that that number is not yours. They will not be able to pick it up. So we set on the compliance office. The compliance office will be able to deal with violators. But we are doing the mobilization first to inform them there's a need. You come to the registry. There are some of the people who come here. There's some difficulty we have here. Some people come here, they want us to bring their ages down. I told them, how possible that is? They're doing the civil service verification. Other people rush here. I mean, I'm above retirement age. Can you people help me? And we're clear, we can't do that. I don't even know when you were born. I have no connection with you. I'm sitting down in the interpreted institution. How would I do that? If you want to change any information here, the only thing I can honor here is the court document. That's what the law says. You want to change, you marry, you want to change your status here, you go to the court. The court will read us after you have taken oath that this is your new status. They will update your status. But it's not possible that you come here, that any individual in this place will get involved and say, I'll go in the database. You are out of NIR. The National Identification Day will be celebrated almost in 40 countries in Africa. For ours here, the celebration will be at the Montreal City Hall. In pursuant to our objective as the registry, we have decided to intensify our mobilization effort, informing our citizens the need for them to enroll in the biometric system that they will be counted for. As we launch the program today, we are appointing Mr. S. Michael David as an ambassador for mobilization of the National Identification Registry of Liberia. He will lead the mobilization aspect of the registry in all of the counties in all of the districts in making sure that we achieve the desired objective of the president. Today, as Executive Director of the Registry, on behalf of the management team, Mr. David, I appoint you as the RD Ambassador for Liberia, so that you will help the Registry to mobilize our citizens to enroll in the database, and that the president, having had such a dream, will be able to achieve his objective. Thank you very much and congratulations.
I don't know what word to use to describe the excitement and the level of appreciation and the honor bestowed upon me by this entity through you to perform such an honorable task. You know, before thanking you, I will just give you a short little story. A poor boy sat by the roadside after he lost his parents, and a billionaire, multi-billionaire, picked him up and educated him and made him to obtain PhD and made him to be wealthy. And after that, the boy decided to go around to ask scholars, what can you say to a person who has done such a thing for you? And all the scholars he met, the only thing they told him was, tell the person, thank you. There's no other word beyond thank you. So I want to say thank you very much for this opportunity and the confidence that you have placed in me. I can tell you for a fact that the terrain of mobilization, community engagement, if that will be part of the work, promotion is not a strange terrain. In fact, we become creative every day as we step into the field of this terrain. So, not to bore you, I tell you that we will mobilize and we will be able to execute the duty beyond your imagination and to the best of our ability, so that if you have set a benchmark, we can assure you that you will go beyond that benchmark. We will properly inform our people through various creative means, irresistible creative means, for the process and the project to be achieved. I thank you, sir.